Hello, I'm Jules, and this is Catherine, and today we're going to show you how to assess how your hunt coat fits. We have 3 different coats we're going to put on Catherine and show you what we look for. Also, I do want to point out, Catherine is in a purple sun shirt, and when you fit your hunt coat, you should be in a proper show shirt. We did this for the intention of the video, but it does fit like a proper show shirt, so it will still do a good job. Now, the first thing I see on this coat with Catherine is that the lapel front part here is sitting nice and flat, nice and clean, no gaping, no pulling. It's not too deep. It's really nice. This looks great. Everything's laying really flat and clean, and that's a really great sign. I want to look at her sleeve length, and I want her sleeve to reach the bottom of her wrist, much like a bracelet would had she be wearing one. This sleeve is a little short, but the beautiful thing about sleeves is that they can be tailored really easily. You can bring them up, you can let them out, and it'll be no problem to let this out about a ½ inch or an inch or so. I really like the length on this coat. It's definitely not too long that she's not going to sit on it when she's in the saddle, so that's great. And it's right about even with the point of her hip. That's a really good marker. And everything's laying nice and flat. The pleats are laying nice and flat. They're not being pulled in any direction. And even the waist here seems to be right at her true waist, which is great. This is flowing very nicely on her. I'm really happy with how this coat fits her. You can turn back around. So now we're gonna go on to a second coat. So we're back with coat number 2. Let's take a look. So already, I feel like the lapel, you can see here, is a little big and gapey. That's not great. We don't really like that too much. Overall, this doesn't look so bad. So the bodice looks nice, but this coat is already looking, even from the front, you can tell it's looking a little long. But let's go to the sleeve. The sleeve looks good. This sleeve is better than the first coat. It's already longer. It's kind of resting more naturally where we want it to rest. So we don't have to do any alterations on the sleeve. Turn around and look at the back. The shoulders look pretty good. Pretty good. They're a little bit bigger, but they look all right. But this is really a long coat. And I'm not thrilled with the length in comparison to the first coat we looked at. So far, I would go with the first one and just lengthen the sleeves. Okay, so this lovely coat. Let's check out the lapels. Nice depth. Little big though. It's a little too generous up here. I'd like to see it a little bit cleaner, tightened up. As I go through the bodice, it doesn't look bad, but it's definitely a more generous fit. It's not as form-fitted through the bodice as the other coats were. There's a lot of extra material in here. We look at the sleeve length. It's awesome. Really good sleeve length. It falls right where I want it to fall, so that looks really good on her long arms. Let's turn around. Shoulders. It's not bad, but it's a generously fitting jacket. There's just a lot of room in here that doesn't want to form fit like the other coats. The length is good, completely acceptable. It falls at a really nice point of the hips. It's a great length. Overall, this coat could work, but it's just a more generously fitting coat than the others were. So in conclusion, you have seen 3 different coats here. All of them would work for Catherine. She might have different reasons to choose one over the other. If you have questions, if you're doing this on your own, please refer to our video on how to take measurements for hunt coat fitting. And by all means, give us a call, talk to our knowledgeable staff, visit our website at marystack.com. And if you're in our neighborhood, come visit us at the store and say hello.